Roman has been a great champion, but what happens after he loses the title? That is what we will be discussing in this video. Hi, I'm Aaron, and welcome back to another video. Roman has been champion now for nearly 1,000 days, and has beaten almost everybody in that time. And as impressive as that is, it kind of creates a bit of a problem, where Roman is built to look so unbeatable that once he loses the title, what happens? The big thing right now is who's going to beat Roman. And yeah, sure, somebody's eventually going to beat Roman for the title. But then once he loses the title, what happens then? They kind of create a bit of a problem where he's almost doomed to be a part-timer pretty much forever now. Because he can't just go back to winning and losing like he did before he won the title. With someone like Cena, yes, he was built very strong and he won a very large amount of his matches, but he still did lose relatively frequently. So there was that element of uncertainty where he might lose, he might win, and it kind of keeps it exciting. Whereas with Roman, he's built to be so unbeatable that it kind of has to be the perfect person, whether he has a title on the line or not. And I'm not saying being a part-timer is a bad thing. Someone like Brock has been a part-timer for like the last 10 years or so. But Brock isn't the face of the company. Roman is the one that they want to build the company around. Roman is the one they have built the company around. So for their face of the company to kind of be a part-timer, what do they do when Roman isn't there? And see, that's where the problem comes in. And I'm sure they have other options, like there's Cody, there's Seth, there's a whole bunch of upcoming stars. I'm not saying they're screwed if Roman isn't there. I'm not saying Roman is the only person who can carry the company. But Roman is the one that they have built the company around. Roman is their face of the company. He is essentially the next Cena, the next Stone Cold Steve Austin, the next Hulk Hogan. Like, he is the one that they have built the company around. So for them to have their face of the company be a part-timer, it kind of creates a bit of an issue. They kind of created a bit of what I've heard described as the Superman complex, where he's so unbeatable that it's difficult to come up with someone to beat him. With Superman, realistically, to my knowledge, the only real way to beat him is with kryptonite, which is a mineral found on a different planet. So it's not impossible to beat Superman, but they've built him so much that it seems impossible to beat Superman. Whereas with Roman, I feel it's a similar thing where he's so unbeatable that unless it's the perfect person, the perfect situation, even if he has a title or not, he's kind of built in a way that it makes it difficult for anybody to be believable to beat him. And of course, the bloodline does play into this. Like, if the bloodline wasn't there, it would make him feel more vulnerable, more beatable. But either way, he can't just go back to winning and losing, like on a regular basis, like everybody else would. He has to kind of basically stay unbeatable unless it's like the perfect opportunity. And the flip side of this is it absolutely creates opportunities to boost superstars by having them beat this seemingly unbeatable superstar. But again, it kind of has to be the perfect opportunity, and having someone like that on the roster is absolutely great. But I feel like that person should maybe not be the face of the company if they're going to be a part-timer who comes and goes and everything like that. To me, the face of the company should be the one who is there every week, drawing the fans into the seats and just like being there, representing the fans, representing the company. Not someone who's going to be there only a couple times a month, if that. Which, to me, I kind of feel like they should almost start booking him closer to the way Brock is booked, where he comes and goes and he's absolutely looks unbeatable most of the time, but he can be beaten. But maybe he shouldn't be the face of the company. Realistically, I'm very aware he is the face of the company. I'm very aware he is going to be the face of the company, whether I like it or not. But I do feel like they should probably start to book him closer to the way Brock is. That way they get ready and they're not left with a huge crater when he does eventually leave. Because realistically, that's going to happen probably sooner than later. So I just feel like they probably should start to dig themselves out of this hole a little bit and maybe start to transition to someone like Cody or Seth, or someone who's already sort of pretty established, who has been proven that they are able to carry a company for the most part. I feel like they should start to transition to someone like that and away from Roman in a way, just because, like I said, having the face of the company be someone who has to be a part-timer, I just feel like it doesn't really work. But that's all for today. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And until next time, goodbye.